If you bought a brand new electric car 3 years ago, I have some bad news. The data shows that high MSRP electric vehicles are depreciating by a massive 30 to 50% over just 3 years. That is tens of thousands of dollars a gone. But before you swear off EVs forever, there's a massive silver lining. This aggressive depreciation has created the ultimate buyer's market for smart shoppers. Today, we are breaking down the absolute best electric cars that hold their resale value, run incredibly efficiently, and most importantly can be snagged right now for under $25,000. If you want an EV but refuse to lose your shirt on depreciation, you need to watch this. Coming in hot at number 1 is the car that completely changed the EV landscape. The Tesla Model 3 specifically. We are looking at the 2018 to 2020 models. Why is this the ultimate resale champion? First, pricing. You can consistently find 2020 Model 3s selling for under $25,000 because they sit under that magic price threshold. They potentially qualify for the $4,000 used EV tax credit in the US. That means you're walking away with a premium EV for closer to $20,000. But the real reason it holds its value? The supercharger network. You aren't just buying a car, you're buying access to the most reliable charging infrastructure on the planet. Software updates keep these older models feeling brand new, which heavily props up their resale value on the secondary market. If you want the absolute best bang for your buck when it comes to range, our second pick is practically a cheat code. Meet the 2021 to 2023 Hyundai Kona Electric. When we dive into the data, the Kona EV boasts the lowest cost per range mile of almost any EV, sitting under $25,000. You can easily find these models sitting in the high teens to mid-20s. Think about that. For under $20,000, you are getting an incredibly practical crossover with over 50 miles of range. It doesn't have the flash of a Tesla, but for daily commuters who want rock-solid reliability and fantastic resale floor stability, the Kona is a quiet superstar. All right, let's talk about the 2022 Chevrolet Bolt EUV. Not the standard Bolt. The EUV, the slightly larger, much better-looking sibling. Here's the absolute craziest stat you'll hear today. Right now, 85% of all 2022 Bolt EUVs on the used market are priced under $25,000. Factor in that $4,000 used EV tax credit we talked about earlier, and you are realistically looking at a purchase price of around $21,000. It offers Super Cruise hands-free driving on certain trims, fantastic utility, and a completely fresh battery warranty because of the earlier recalls. Buying a 2022 model right now means someone else took the initial depreciation hit, leaving you with incredible residual value. Our final pick is for the families, the Volkswagen ID.4. When Tesla aggressively cut their prices recently, it sent shockwaves through the entire EV market. The ID.4 took a sudden hit in initial resale value, but that curve has flattened out, meaning it's the perfect time to buy in. Currently, 78% of these spacious, ultra-comfortable SUVs are sitting under $25,000. You get European build quality, a ridiculously quiet cabin, and tons of cargo space. Because the depreciation curve has heavily bottomed out post-Tesla price cuts, buying a slightly used ID.4 right now locks you into a stable resale bracket. The EV market is evolving faster than ever, and timing your purchase is everything. If you stick to these 4 vehicles, the Model 3, Kona, Bolt EUV, and ID.4, you are heavily insulating yourself from the massive 50% depreciation drops we are seeing in the rest of the market. But before you buy any used EV, you absolutely must know how to check the battery health. A bad battery turns a great deal into a nightmare. Click the video right here to see my step-by-step guide on how to test a used EV battery before handing over your cash. See you over there. So we've locked in the 4 cars that won't plummet in value. But there's a hidden factor that makes these used EVs even better for your wallet. The maintenance, or rather the lack of it. When you buy a used gas car at 50,000 miles, you are usually staring down the barrel of transmission flushes, spark plug replacements, and timing belt anxiety. With these 4 EVs, the story is completely different. Let's break down the actual cost of ownership. For the Model 3, Kona, Bolt, and ID.4, your primary maintenance costs over the next 50,000 miles will boil down to 2 main things: cabin air filters and tires. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room: tires. Electric vehicles are heavy, and they deliver instant torque. If you drive your Model 3 like you're in the Fast and Furious, you will eat through tires 20% faster than a gas car, budgeting around $800 to $1,000 every $30,000 to $40,000 miles for specialized EV tires is essential. And what about the battery? People are terrified of having to replace a $15,000 battery. But here is the ultimate peace of mind. Federal law mandates that every EV sold in the US comes with a minimum 8-year 100,000-mile warranty on the battery pack. If you are buying a 2021 Hyundai Kona with 30,000 miles, tactic number 1, look for the days on market metric. If a used ID4 or Bolt has been sitting on a dealer lot for more than 60 days, that dealer is paying floor plan interest on that car every single day. That is your target. When you walk in, you aren't just a buyer. You are their solution to a very expensive problem. Rule 2. Verify the $4,000 used EV tax credit point of sale transfer. As of 2024, you don't have to wait until tax season to get that money. Registered dealerships can take it straight off the purchase price right then and there. If the dealer says they don't know how to do the point of sale transfer, walk away. Rule 3. Know your local rebates. Many states and utility companies offer an additional $1,000 to $3,000 cashback just for buying a used EV or installing a home charger. When you stack the $4,000 federal credit, aggressive dealer negotiations on cars sitting for 60-plus days, and state rebates, that $25,000 Tesla Model 3 could suddenly have an effective cost of under $18,000. That is how you beat depreciation. At the end of the day, buying a brand new EV right now can be a massive financial gamble, but buying one of these 4 specific used models, that is an absolute masterclass in wealth preservation. You are letting someone else take that massive initial depreciation hit while you reap all the benefits of electric driving, minimal maintenance, and massive tax credits. But before you sign any dealership paperwork, you absolutely need to know how to spot a dying battery. A bad battery turns a brilliant deal into a total nightmare. Hit subscribe if you want to keep saving money, and I'll see you in that next video.